Hi, this is Paula Snayweis with Hobbs Realty, and I'm here at 906 Mount Gertout in Dodge City. We're doing an open house here today. Love this barndominium. It's so gorgeous. I did want to talk about something that has been on my mind lately and been on my news feed on social media, and that is buying a home. So a lot of controversy about buying homes with the price of interest rates and all that. But as we know, interest rates are flexible. They change, they're variable. And when you're purchasing a home, you're qualified based on the income you have at that time. So if you get a mortgage for 30 years, you can expect that you are going to have a number of pay raises probably during that 30 years, let's hope. But your mortgage is never going to be more than it was when you purchased that home. And if you refinance it with lower interest rate, which most people do, it's going to be less per month. And if you're really savvy with your money, you are actually going to think about, which is what my husband and I did, keeping the same monthly payment when the interest rates went down. So we were able to pay off our house in 15 years instead of the 30 years we financed it for. All because we refinanced it for a lower interest rate and kept the payments the same. It's a pretty big deal. And if you rent property, that's never going to happen. If you rent, you're actually going to, when the cost of rent is going to go up and you're going to pay more. You're never going to be on the right side of things. You're never going to make more money, that accumulates to a savings on a house payment with renting. The other thing is, and I want to say this from experience, like last year I sold a home for a guy that his parents didn't leave him anything as far as inheritance money and such. But we sold his house, his dad's house, and that changed his life. So when you think about generational wealth and what you want to do for your own kids, your family, you think about the future, that's going to make a big deal in the long run. So if it didn't help you even, like, that money your kids are going to have from the sale of your property, or even if they decide to live there, it's going to save them so much in the long run. So I hope this helps. I think it's a huge thing to do. I've barely rented actually in my adult life. I've bought 4 different homes, and I've lived in the last one for the last 23 years. But I bought 4 homes, and best decision ever. I've never lost money off any of them. And not to say, there's a couple of them I only owned for a couple of years. Didn't make a big profit, but I would have lost more money if I would have rented, where I didn't lose money because I bought. So I think that's worth mentioning, and I think that's how most people who bought property would say that it benefited them in the long run. But anyway, this is a gorgeous house. These barndominiums are super popular right now because the barn doors and all the upgrades that they have, they're just amazing. The fireplace, the big windows, and the big door. Very luxury, high-end. And the back patio is covered with the ceiling fan and recessed lighting. This is the master with vaulted ceilings, master en suite. Anyway, I'll be here till 2. Hope to see you soon.